In this village of only women, 2 boys were born for the first time in a century. The settlement had always been isolated by endless blizzards, so all the women's desires were handled by one elderly man in his 50s. Now with 2 boys finally here, the women began competing intensely through hunting. The one who brought back the most prey would be named Queen and receive the most time with the boys. They all wore masks during these encounters, so the boys wouldn't be swayed by their appearances. To ensure their pleasure came sooner, the women took exceptional care of the brothers. The older one was named Machi. The younger was called Yui. They lived what appeared to be peaceful days, unaware that once they fully matured, they'd face torment from every woman in the village. Machi grew up courageous, while Yui remained shy. As they aged, the women monitored them more strictly, stripping away nearly all their freedom. Since Machi matured first, he was appointed village chief at merely 13. But the position came with no authority. Instead, he had to serve 20 women every night. He performed countless duties as chief, a living nightmare for a boy who just turned 13. He couldn't return home to rest until morning. Innocent Yui didn't know what his brother endured, but he wished he could help shoulder Machi's burden. Machi was relieved he was the one made chief. At least his little brother's innocence remained intact. Because of the village's cruelty, Machi tried to spend more time playing with Yui. One day, they discovered an abandoned backpack left by outsiders. Inside were modern items and a magazine. That's when they understood there was more to the world than their village. There were massive cities out there. They also heard tales of a mysterious monster detective named Inugami. Machi started forming an escape plan. He promised Yui that when he was slightly older, he'd take him away from this place. But he never anticipated that just days later, Yui would also show signs of maturity. Machi warned his brother to keep it hidden, or he'd suffer inhuman treatment. That night, Machi gathered all the women. He offered them a bargain. He would work tirelessly to satisfy every woman in the village, but only if they let Yui leave safely. If they refused, he would end his life right there. Not wanting to lose their only mature male, the women agreed. The next day they stood at the village entrance. Machi told Yui to head south. That's where he'd find Inugami's detective agency. Watching Yui walk away, Machi finally felt peace. He knew he could never escape this village, but at least his brother wouldn't have to endure the same fate. But what he didn't expect was that right after Yui left, the tribe sent hunters to track and eliminate him. When Machi found out, he rushed furiously to confront the queen. But how could a 13-year-old boy defeat women who hunted daily? In that moment, Machi felt utterly hopeless. He was certain Yui had been killed. He decided to make the whole village pay. Machi broke free from his restraints and rushed into the forbidden zone of the village. There lay a mysterious stone that had been causing the endless snow. He didn't know what would happen when he removed it, but with his brother gone, he had nothing left to live for. As Machi lifted the stone, a mysterious energy burst forth. Within minutes, the village and all the women vanished. But Yui had actually escaped. He found Inugami's agency and joined the detective team. When Machi learned his brother was alive, he set out and found him.